Hey guys, hey! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amina, and today we are getting ready to go to a museum day and to start a vlog. So I'm just gonna do my makeup and do a little chit chat with you guys. 7 is here. I'm sure you guys can either hear or see her. Hopefully, we've never done my makeup on a floor like this, so let's hope that we can get it done. I don't have to put 7 out because I love her, but we got places to go. Let me just share with you guys. I recently got hacked on Instagram, and I feel like I've had Instagram for a little bit over 10 years now. I think my first Instagram, well, not first, this is my first and only Instagram. Well, not only, this is my first original Instagram. I have 2 more other pages, a business page, and then 7 has her own Instagram page. So in the last 10 years, I've never had my page be hacked. That's just, I've never had that happen to me. So when it happened, I didn't know what to do. Hold on a second. 7, sit, lay. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. My Instagram by no means is like, I don't have a lot of Instagram followers, so I never thought like I would get hacked. That never crossed my mind. I only thought like big places got hacked, even though I have seen friends who are like my mutuals and we have like this, like they're not influencers or nothing, their pages get hacked. So I never had my page get hacked before, so I was freaking out. I was like, this is my only, like, this is my original page. I have things archived, I have things saved, I have a lot of stuff on Instagram that I utilize, that I need and I want. I was freaking out. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was freaking out. Instagram doesn't have a number you can call, like a customer service line. And I am a millennial. Core memories is of my mom on the phone talking to customer service. Like, that was me in the 90s. My mom was a, I'm calling, somebody needs to fix it, somebody needs to handle it, what is the issue kind of lady. With that being said, I am also that lady. So when my page got hacked and I went through all the things trying to retrieve it back, it was somebody in Nigeria. And I love my Nigerian people, I do. So they're on there talking about Bitcoin, and my friends will text me like, oh my gosh, somebody, I think your page got hacked. They're advertising Bitcoin. 7 has her own Instagram page. I still have access to that. My business page still has their own Instagram. I have, access to that. So I'm on my page leaving messages like, I got hacked. And so somehow or another, like being authenticated, I think I got back into my page at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I was crying, sad, down bad. 3 o'clock in the morning, I did a little thing, whoop, whoop, whoop. I recovered it for like maybe 45 minutes, and then they kicked me back out. The scammers kicked me back out. I was upset, but I could tell that my stories get a good enough like interaction. 50 people saw my story of like the hacker's story, and I was like, dang. And so like now that I've gotten it back, which is a whole story that I'm gonna tell you guys, my engagement has been down since then. But what I will say, what I learned in the thing was like, wow, I did not know I was that attached to this. And also I felt like I'm not using this how I should be using it. Like, if you're gonna extend so much energy over Instagram and you say you want to like build it up, you need to stop holding back, because you shouldn't be fighting this hard over something I'm playing with. And when I'm saying I'm playing with, I'm not consistent on Instagram. I'm pretty consistent on YouTube, but that's only with like uploading. But I have reels for days. I'm not as consistent as I should be, and that's on me. That's not anybody else. That's me, and I know it's me. Okay guys, I'm back. I had to put 7 out. So they hacked my page. I'm trying to figure out like, okay, my page is hacked, what to do? Like I mentioned earlier, I kept like Instagram, you have to like upload a video in real time of your face. They have to do like face analyzation and make sure that, your face matches with the profile. And I thought that was a little freaky. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, I got a lot of information. Why do you need to know all that? But I digress. So eventually, like, I did the little thing, did the verification at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in. Boom. I'm deleting stuff. They blocked my dog's page. They blocked my business page. I unblocked that. I collect screenshots because I want to know who these people are. That's how I know they were in Nigeria, and I know who the name of the person was. I looked them up on Facebook. In the midst of that, I find a number on the internet, thinking that this is the number for Instagram. I could call them, talk to their customer service person. End up not being an Instagram customer service. I don't think Instagram has customer service. I think they do everything through email and like within the app. And so So the number that I called was some scammers. So not only did I get hacked, I also got scammed. I got scammed. I was on the phone with these people first day, over 2 hours. They made me download some app. They are looking at my screen because I'm sharing my screen with them. They're like, oh, you know, we can't see any of your personal information. I'm going back and forth with these people because they're trying to get me to like give them my information. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And they're like, no, you just gotta buy this thing to counteract with what the hackers did. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because none of my personal banking information is on Instagram. Like, I've never bought anything through like an Instagram thing. And like, if I did, it was always like my information on there is spelled wrong. Everything is wrong. Like, it's my information, but something's off there. There's that. I don't know if anybody's gonna use that, but like, well, now I'm gonna change it. But like, none of it is like linked up to my actual bank account. I haven't bought nothing off of TikTok shop. They're literally having me buy Bitcoin and buy all these other things. I'm like, what does this have to do with me getting my Instagram page back? It has nothing to do with the Instagram. They're scamming you. I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. I'm like, yeah, babe, I think they're getting my Instagram page back. I just had to buy this and do that and da-da-da. He's like, buy? I don't feel like anybody on Instagram would tell you to buy anything. I think you're getting scammed. I was like, no, you don't know. You're not on Instagram, so you don't know, da-da-da-da. And he's like, I might not be on Instagram, but I don't feel like they should be having you buy anything. Like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm so like in the thick of things that I can't even realize, like, yeah, Faith, they wouldn't. You're getting scammed. So eventually I realized, like, the next day, I was like, oh, you guys are some scammers. They called my phone. Once I realized and they realized that I knew that they were scammers, ooh, they would call my phone, baby. They were like, please, because they saw what was in my bank account. So they were like, ooh, we got not a big fish. Not like I got billions or millions in there yet. They probably thought like, oh yeah, we're gonna get somebody. And I was like, no, none of this makes sense. Oh, we were screaming at each other. I was like, this don't make any sense. I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to be like, God is still working on me, but you're not listening to me. What does this have to do with my Instagram? Nothing. It has nothing to do with your Instagram. Needless to say, I got my Instagram back, but I just kept trying. I just kept trying. Eventually, I got my Instagram back. The other person got kicked out. I realized that they were scamming me, so I stopped communicating with them. The transactions that I did do, because I did buy some Bitcoin, I got my bank to reverse it, so that was grateful and thankful. They had to cut my debit card, so I had to get a new debit card. That's annoying, but you know, I probably shouldn't have the same debit card for too long anyway, for all the scams and things that are going around. So yeah, that happened, and when all that was going down, it really it shook me. Like, I didn't record anything that whole week. I didn't give any content to my video editor, and it's not like I didn't have content. I had content, but it definitely slowed me down, and not even slowed me down, it stopped. Like, I didn't record any content. Like, this might be like my second or third video since that happened, and that was about 2 weeks ago. And so I'm realizing I can't let things inconvenience me or slow me down. It's okay if it does happen, right? Like, I'm human. These things are gonna happen. I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to grow something. So of course, when I feel like it's being jeopardized, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna feel, some type of way. I feel like the way that I handled it, I could have handled it a little bit better. That was a lesson in itself. It made me realize to be more grateful and thankful for what I do have, and then to also be like, okay, now I can reflect and say that did sit me down. And I know I told it in a weird way, not all together as a cohesive story. I'm sorry if that's confusing. But what I learned from that outcome, my faith is strong. My faith had to look different in different scenarios, and I never imagined that my faith would look like this, because at a certain point I did pray. There was a certain calmness that came around me. It was like, if I have to start over again, I just have to start over again. And I think when I came to that realization, that's when things started moving. So then that also made me think okay, if I'm so willing to do that at 0, then I need to be doing that at 1100. I need to be thankful for who I have now, but also keep going and to be more mindful of what I'm not doing. Because I'm doing a lot, but there's also a lot that is not being taken care of. I'm giving myself grace, but I think I might be giving myself a little too much grace, and I need to get back on it. And I know the things I need to do. So that's half the reason why I pushed myself to do this content today, because I was like, all right, Faith, we've been dilly-dallying around, and it's been fun, and it's been great, and it's been lovely, but we gotta put your boots on the ground and get to work. I just need to be more mindful and thankful and grateful and on it. I'm thankful that I'm able to share these moments with you all, because these are reality of life. Things don't always go to plan. There's more lessons to learn from. just because I think I'm like, ooh, I'm about to be 33 this year. I'm big ballin'. I'm a grown girl. You know, I'm a lady. I'm not a girl anymore. That doesn't mean I can't be a scholar. That doesn't mean I can't be a student and I can't learn from things that happen in my life. I don't want to put myself on too much of a pedestal that I feel like I cannot be teachable. And I feel like we are our best teachers if we stop and take a second to think about what's going on in our own lives and how we are reacting from things. I learned a lot from that situation with my own stuff. Like, why are we so tied to this thing? Because I want to become a content creator. I want this to be a stream of income. I also want to create community. I also want to be able to, like, you know, be a socialite. And I also want to share that journey with other people, because just in case somebody else wants to do the same thing, then come on, let's do it together. Let's hold hands and do this together. But also, it's like a journal to myself and a documentary to myself for when I get older, when I have, like, I don't want to say old, just when I've lived a different life, because I'm always going to be evolving. I want to be able to document this. Like, the things I did in my 20s were so great. I had a podcast for years before podcasting was a thing. I remember in that time that I burnt out of that because I didn't give myself grace and I didn't enjoy it I enjoyed it, but I also was like, I needed to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, but I constantly never did the things that I needed to do. So now I felt like maybe being at the verge of losing this Instagram page, it really was like sugar honey iced tea. I'm in the same part where I was a couple of years ago, where I was like, I had momentum, I've had pace, but it's not enough to keep me going. But this time, I think the possibility of losing my Instagram really did kick and put some fire under my behind. Maybe I am attached to this thing. Why am I attached? Because I want this thing. Am I doing the things to get here? No. Have we been here before? Yes. What's the lesson we need to learn from here? We need to move out of this complacency and do what we know we need to do. I knew if I just talked to the camera for a little bit, it's really my diary, y'all. This is really therapy. You guys are watching me talk through therapy. I hope you guys are cool with that. Yeah, I was attached to it because I know the potential that I have, and I know where I could go, and I know where I should be going, and the only person stopping me is me, like it has been in my past, period. Not to make no excuses. It's always been me. And this goes for you too. This is not just for me. This is for you too. So you listening, you're like, duh. I'ma hold your hand when I say this to you. Sorry, Love Muffin. To you too. You can do whatever you want to do. You're stopping you. Anyway, though, this was a really good chit chat. I'm about to go take a shower so I can let my makeup sit, and then I'm gonna put on my outfit. It's gonna be really cute. I'm gonna do a cute little which accessory do you think I should wear. That's gonna be on my Instagram. So if you're watching this and you made it this far, I love you. I have more advice to give to you, but right now I got to go. Look out for the vlog. I'm going to the Walters Art Museum here in Baltimore, so that should be fun this afternoon in the vlog, so check out the vlog. I went shopping yesterday. I went to the thrift store, so I'll be showing you guys some of the new thrift store finds I bought. And to be honest, I really hope this is my last time buying clothes for a while, because I got a lot of clothes, y'all, and that's a whole nother story that will be coming out later. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you from the bottom to the top.